Hello, my name is David Finkle, and on behalf of the Board of Directors and volunteers of the Strand Theatre, thank you for this opportunity to present our grant in a video format. Before I get started talking about the specifics of the grant, I would like to tell you a little bit about the Strand Theatre and where we have been and where we are going. The Strand Theatre is a performing arts center for all. It doesn't matter who you are, young, old, rich or poor, the Strand is for you. And the Strand has a couple of core values. One of the things is quality of life, and the Strand strives to increase the quality of life in our community. The other grant applications which you are reviewing all are part of the quality of life puzzle in our county. The Strand believes that quality of life is important, and we are trying to do something about that through the arts. I've grown up here in Shelbyville and Shelby County, as many of you have, and it is a great place to live and raise a family. We hope to be a long part of the quality of life puzzle for Shelby County for many years to come. Part of the Strand is also community self-esteem. We believe that we have many, many talented people in our community, and that we need to make sure that we understand how wonderful the people in our community are. When you see a live performance on our stage, hear a lecture, hear poetry read, see a play, when we have an event on our stage, you have the opportunity to experience the wonderful talent we have right here in Shelby County. The Strand believes very strongly that everybody has talent, and that we have a venue that will help bring that to the community as a whole. The Strand is also about economic vitality. We have a destination in downtown Shelbyville, in the geographical center of Shelby County, where people will come and experience the great things in our county. Part of the Strand's challenges are the fact that our theater is 97 years old. We've breathed new life into a very old building. We have lots of life left in us, but we have to be realistic in the realities of our modern population and be able to serve that population. As we renovated the Strand, we were guided by a couple of very simple things. First and foremost was audience safety, and the second was audience comfort. If you do not have a safe, comfortable audience, no matter what you do on the stage will not be a success. We have worked with the tools available to us and have provided a wonderful facility. However, we know we need to increase our availability to those who are less mobile, and we know that we have to be easier to use for everybody. This is the reason for our grant. If you have ever been in our balcony, we have 211 seats. Our seats are 15 to 17 inches wide. As you know from the statistics within our application, our population is no longer the small size that we were in 1938 when those seats were installed. We are endeavoring to replace the seats with a wider, more modern seat. We are partnering with the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra. The Indianapolis Symphony just received a grant to replace all the seats in the Hilbert Circle Theater. Their seats, while a little older, are not that old, and they are much wider than ours. They have agreed to give us the seats that they are not using so that we may be able to reuse them in the Strand Theatre. This will be a huge upgrade for the Strand. Not only that, the color scheme of the Circle Theatre and the color scheme of the Strand are very similar with an Adamask paint scheme. The seats will look beautiful in the Strand. In addition, we are doing things to the theatre that are desperately in need of being done. First and foremost are our entrance doors. If you've been to the Strand, you know that they stick a little bit. Those doors were installed in 1967 and they are wood. They are also not wide enough to accommodate a wheelchair with a single door opening. We are going to go to a slightly wider door so that two doors do not have to be opened for a wheelchair. And this will allow us to have modern doors that fit well, not only having accessibility for our patrons, but also with huge energy savings just inherently with a new door. Something else that we have a problem with is our restroom facilities. Our restroom facilities are not ADA compliant. We have worked hard. We've provided handrails and bars in our restrooms to do the best we can with what we've had. But it's time that we upgrade those so that people can access those who have mobility issues. And not only for those who have mobility issues, but as you know, those laws are an excellent thing for our everyday way of life. They benefit us all. Having nice modern facilities that you can get around in, that have safe grab handles and are ergonomically thought out, are an important part of any facility, especially the Strand. The Strand has doors that go into the entrance to our auditorium. These doors, many of you might remember from the 1940s and 50s. They were first installed in 1947 in the renovation then. They have been moved and changed for many years, and they currently serve their role as the entrance doors to our auditorium. They too are not proper widths. If you take a look, they're actually two different sizes for each door, and they also do not open as easy as they should. The Strand is very serious about our events, and we do a lot of events, about 130 a year, and it takes a tremendous amount of volunteers, and volunteer management is a very important thing to us. We would hope that this grant would allow us to make it easier for our patrons to enter the theater, and also make it easier for our volunteers to accommodate those patrons. The Strand has been around for a long time, and we expect to be around a lot longer. Currently, the Strand seats were installed in 1938, and they're still in use today. The monies that we will spend if awarded this grant will be part of our community for decades to come. I'd like to thank you again for the opportunity to present this. I welcome you to the Strand at any time, and if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or any one of our volunteers or board of directors. The Strand is a wonderful place, and we are very honored to be considered for this very important grant within our community. Thank you very much.